Hey, my loves. So, welcome to a new episode of the Melody Tooman News Show. And today's show is going to be an entertainment episode. Funky Dineva, Chloe, Halle. Wow, how did we get here? Now, here's my thing. Funky Dineva is someone who I've watched for a long time, since way the beginning. And for me, I can always admire somebody who takes something and makes a success out of it. Even though I wasn't the biggest Whitney Williams fan, I understand she built the empire off of that. It is what it is. Now, when it comes to Funky Dineva, I understand, his show with Claudia and Al, it's an entertainment news show. I understand that, they talk about things, sipping on things, throwing a little tea shade. I get that. Now, for what I understand, basically Funky was asked about, Halle, there's rumors going around that she's pregnant or not, and he, was asked about that. And he talked about, how Chloe, was defending Halle. And as we know, Chloe's going to defend her sister, just like Halle's going to defend Chloe. They're sisters, they're family, they're going to defend each other. And when he began to talk about, how Chloe's music wasn't selling and, how, we know Halle is, pregnant and stuff like that. And even through all that, I wouldn't have did this episode. What made me do this episode was when Funky not even straight up and said, "Oh, Chloe, with all that makeup, you ain't cute." Now, Funky. First of all, right about now, black women are going through so much as it is. The LGBTQ plus community is going through so much as it is. You have to realize we just had this major backlash over the Jess Hilarious thing with black women and black trans women. Now we have a black gay man who has a large platform who is going off on a young black woman about her looks. And for me, when I thought about this, the first thing went to my mind was pose and pray tell. You should be an elder within the community, Funky. And to me, this is something the little gays do, the little queer, the beginning trans girls do. This ain't something one of the elders does. And especially with what black women go through. This should have never, I'm sorry, Funky, this should have never came out of your mouth. Next up, I have always said, Funky Dineva will say some things that are on point and on track and are correct. When you said that Chloe does not look good with none of that makeup, Funky, you need to apologize because that's a lie. Chloe, I've seen Chloe, she's beautiful with her makeup on, without her makeup on. Because, black women are beautiful in all shades. I think Chloe is beautiful. I think Kelly Rowland is beautiful. I think Tiana Taylor is beautiful. I think Ryan Destiny is beautiful. I think Zendaya is beautiful. They are so beautiful. For me, I don't understand what her looks had to do with this entertainment story. Because first of all, the story wasn't even about Chloe. It was about Halle and whether or not she was pregnant. Second of all, next up, when I saw this video, I said, well, dang, did Chloe say something about Funky? Because Funky going in like they got a beef. But then I thought, why would Chloe have a beef with Funky? When I began to research the story and go on so many sites that were talking about this, the first one of the comments that really hit me hard was somebody said, yeah, that's why I don't like them gay men, because they do just like those trans women, just like Jess Hilarious said, and they trying to erase black women. And you gave them something to talk about. When you are a black man, and especially a gay black man, you have to realize that you are representing not one, but two communities. Because you are representing as a black gay man, meaning you are representing the black community. And right now, we know that the black community is dealing with so much. But you're also representing the LGBTQ plus community, which right now we're going through so much. We're losing black trans women. Funky Dineva, I don't know if you know this, but 2021 was the deadliest year for gender nonconforming and transgender people. And the majority of those lives lost were black trans women, your trans sisters. We got drag bands going on. We got anti-trans rights. We got bills being passed where people don't even want people, trans women in the bathroom that they identify as. But yet, we have a black man, a gay black man, attacking a black woman, a young black woman. What was the reason? There was no reason behind that. I love my community. I love when they, when they do entertainment news and the gay lingo we do. I love that. But there was no cause for this. There was no cause for you to go off on Chloe like that. What was the reason? To me, it seems like shock value and maybe to get ratings. I do not know, but I'm just wondering what was the reason, because there was no reason for this at all. There was no reason for you to go off on Chloe. Now, also, Funky, I gotta say this. And for me, I am a person that's all about positivity and keep things together. So I'm gonna say this like this. Sometimes we have to stay in our own lane. I talk a lot about trans rights. I talk about gaming because I love certain games. But you will never hear me talk about sports. The only sports I can commentate on is wrestling, because I've been watching like wrestling way back when it was WCW, NWA, and WWF. I've been watching it for decades, so I can comment on that. Any other sport, baby, I wouldn't know what to say. I could watch it and I could follow along with the game, but I wouldn't know how to commentate. That's me being ring, because I know to stay in my lane. Funky, you have made a living off of, taking your housewife reviews and your entertainment news. Funky, stay in that lane, because talking about how Chloe looked, yeah. Stay in your lane, fucking Neva. I'm just being honest, because I love my community. And for me, I want to say this to a lot of my gay black men. Understand this. Right now, you have to understand that as a gay black man, the things that are going on right now within the trans community, just because you're not trans, just because you're not non-binary, just because may not be gender non-conforming, doesn't mean that it does not affect you. When you look at shows like Pose, they were a house, they stood together. They had gay men, they had bisexual men, they had trans women, because as a community, we must stick together. And understand that sticking together means sticking with your allies. And you went off on a young black woman. And what major group is a large supporter of the LGBTQ plus community? Black women. So why would we do something that would alienate or push black women far? Because so many black women have stood. Let me tell you something. Majority of my platform, which I have built here, have been because of the love and the support from black women. I just truly do not understand at all your mind of thinking. Like that Cardi B saying goes, what was the reason? What was the reason behind? There was no reason behind this, and as if you knew you weren't gonna get a lot of backlash, because honestly, and truth be told, Chloe get a lot of backlash and hate for no reason at all, and she definitely didn't need a gay black man with your popularity and your platform to jump on that hate train. So Funky, I'm just saying, to me, I think an apology needs to be made. I don't know if you made one yet while I'm making this video, but you need to really make an apology, because I feel like, you were straight up wrong with that. You were straight wrong with that. Just totally wrong. No ifs, ands, or buts. Ain't no way around it. It was wrong. And it was so wrong, and it was not even called for. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed this episode, my loves. If you want to support, the links, the handles are here somewhere. And I love you. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. I love you. Know your worth. And then add text. Okay? What was the reason? I don't know the reason. I don't know what the reason was behind that. Ooh, Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah. Y'all have a nice day. Yeah. Have a nice day. I love you.